Romantic K-dramas didn't take over Netflix because they were perfect love stories. They took over because they were emotionally specific. Across 15 titles, these dramas don't sell one definition of romance. They offer many, sometimes comforting, sometimes painful, sometimes unresolved. Some stories believe love heals, some believe it hurts, some accept that it ends. What unites them is not chemistry, visuals, or happy endings. It's the way they treat emotion seriously, allowing love to exist in silence, in limitation, in memory, and in choice. This list is not about the most popular romances, it's about the ones that stayed, the stories people return to, not to feel excited but to feel understood. Crash Landing on You, love that exists only because it shouldn't. At first glance, Crash Landing on You looks like a fantasy, borders crossed by accident, love born from coincidence, a world where danger sharpens romance. But the drama's emotional power doesn't come from spectacle, it comes from restraint. This is a love story that understands it cannot behave freely. Every gesture is measured, every moment feels borrowed. The male lead does not express love through confession or possession. He expresses it through routine, protection disguised as normalcy. He makes danger feel quiet, and that quiet becomes intimacy. The female lead enters the story with control, privilege, and independence. What changes her is not weakness but dependence without humiliation. She learns to trust not because she must, but because someone consistently shows up. The romance grows in limitation, and limitation sharpens emotion. The ending works not because it satisfies, but because it accepts reality without cruelty. It refuses to lie about what love can and cannot overcome. That honesty is why the story lingers, not as a fantasy, but as a memory of something that existed briefly and mattered completely. 25-21. A love that was never meant to survive time. 25-21 is often described as a romance. It's more accurate to call it a recollection. From the beginning, the story is framed by distance. Time has already passed. What we see is not what is happening, but what is remembered. This matters, because the drama is not interested in preserving love, it is interested in understanding it. The relationship grows naturally. Shared youth, shared ambition, shared moments that feel endless at the time. Nothing is rushed, nothing is exaggerated. That's why the separation feels devastating. There is no betrayal, no clear mistake, just two people growing in directions love cannot follow fast enough. The drama refuses to rewrite this truth. It does not soften the ending to protect the audience. Instead, it suggests something braver, that love can be successful even if it doesn't last. The pain of this story comes not from loss, but from recognition. Many viewers don't mourn the couple, they mourn their own version of that age, when love felt absolute and the future still felt negotiable. Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, love that chooses to stay. Hometown Cha-Cha tells a quieter kind of love story. There are no dramatic barriers, no epic misunderstandings, no urgency to prove devotion. Instead, the drama focuses on presence. Both leads arrive emotionally guarded, not broken, just tired. Life has already disappointed them in small, accumulated ways. Romance does not arrive as rescue. It arrives as consistency. Shared meals, shared silences, days that pass without needing to be justified. The male lead's warmth is not performative. It is structural. He supports not just the heroine, but the environment around her. The female lead does not undergo a dramatic transformation. She adjusts, she softens. She learns that staying can be as brave as leaving. This drama reframes romance as safety, not escape. Love here is not about changing lives overnight. It is about choosing to remain, even when nothing spectacular is happening. That quiet commitment is what makes the story healing and endlessly rewatchable. Our beloved summer love that never fully leaves. Our beloved summer is built on familiarity. Not the exciting kind, the quiet, persistent kind that stays long after a breakup. This drama understands that some relationships don't end cleanly. They dissolve slowly, leaving habits, memories, and unfinished sentences behind. The leads don't fall in love again. They realize they never fully stopped. What makes this romance resonate is its refusal to dramatize pain. There are no villains, just immaturity, pride, and timing that never quite aligns. The characters grow not by becoming different people, but by learning how they hurt each other before. Love here is not rediscovered through grand gestures. It returns through recognition. This story lingers because it captures something many people live with. A love that doesn't define the future, but quietly shapes who you become. My Liberation Notes, Love Without Performance. My Liberation Notes almost resists being called a romance. It is slow, sparse, uncomfortable in its honesty. The central relationship is not built on charm or chemistry. It is built on permission to exist without pretending to be fulfilled. The male lead doesn't pursue love. He waits inside his own silence. The female lead doesn't fall in love dramatically. She reaches towards something that feels less heavy than loneliness. Their connection is fragile, awkward, and incomplete. And that's the point. This drama suggests that love doesn't always arrive to fix you. Sometimes it simply sits beside you while nothing improves yet. Romance here is not about happiness. It's about relief. And that relief, quiet, earned, and unresolved, is why the story stays with viewers long after it ends. Nevertheless, desire without safety, is often dismissed as toxic. That dismissal misses its intention. This drama is not a warning, it is an observation. It portrays a kind of love driven by desire rather than trust, where attraction feels stronger than self-respect. The male lead is not misunderstood, he is consistent. The female lead is not weak, she is conflicted. What makes the story uncomfortable is its accuracy. Many viewers recognize themselves in the hesitation, the rationalization, the quiet hope that something will change despite all evidence. The drama does not punish its characters. It does not rescue them either. It simply shows how longing can override clarity. Nevertheless, lingers not because it offers answers, but because it mirrors decisions people make, even when they know better. Business Proposal. Love that knows exactly what it is. Business Proposal never pretends to be more than a romantic comedy, and that honesty is its strength. This drama understands its purpose, to deliver joy without apology. The romance moves fast because it isn't interested in realism, it's interested in relief, from stress, from heaviness, from emotional labor. What makes it work is clarity. Both characters know the rules of the game, even when they break them. There is no confusion about intention, only hesitation about vulnerability. The male lead's power is not dominance, but predictability. The female lead's charm lies in resilience rather than innocence. This is a romance where love doesn't need to be proven through suffering. It arrives quickly, confidently, and stays playful. Business Proposal reminds audiences that not all meaningful love stories need depth to be valid. Sometimes joy itself is enough. Because This Is My First Life, love learned, not discovered. At its heart, Because This Is My First Life is about negotiation, not just between two people, but between expectation and reality. The contract marriage is not a gimmick, it is a metaphor. Both leads enter the relationship guarded, pragmatic, and emotionally inexperienced. Love is not something they fall into, it is something they study. What makes this romance resonate is its refusal to romanticize ignorance. Feelings are discussed, boundaries are questioned, mistakes are acknowledged instead of excused. The drama treats love as a skill developed over time, not a destiny revealed through chemistry. This makes the story deeply relatable. Because most people don't instinctively know how to love well, they learn, awkwardly, slowly, imperfectly. Romance is a bonus book. Love After the Pause. Romance is a bonus book speaks to a quieter audience. People whose lives didn't follow the expected timeline. People who had to restart. This romance is gentle because it understands fatigue. Dreams deferred. Confidence eroded by circumstance rather than failure. The male lead's affection is steady, patient, and non-invasive. He does not rescue, he supports. The female lead does not rediscover youth, she rediscovers worth. Love here does not erase struggle. It coexists with it. This drama doesn't promise that everything will work out. It suggests something more believable, that connection can still happen after disappointment. That tenderness, quiet and respectful, is why the story stays comforting rather than dramatic. Something in the Rain, love that collides with reality. Something in the Rain begins like a gentle romance, and then reality enters. This drama understands that love does not exist in isolation. It exists inside families, workplaces, and social expectations that often resist it. The romance itself is tender, sincere, and emotionally intuitive. What breaks it is not lack of feeling, but the weight of everything surrounding it. The female lead's conflict is not between two men. It is between desire and conditioning, between wanting happiness and fearing disruption. The drama is uncomfortable because it refuses to simplify this struggle. Love alone is not enough, and that truth hurts. What lingers after the series is not romance, but exhaustion. The exhaustion of loving something that asks you to fight systems you were taught never to question. One spring night love that requires responsibility. Where something in the rain feels volatile, one spring night feels deliberate. This is a romance built on choice rather than impulse. Every step forward is weighed. Every feeling carries consequence. The drama respects adult complexity. It acknowledges that love often arrives when life is already complicated, with obligations, histories, and people who will be affected. The female lead's growth is quiet but firm. She does not rebel dramatically. She decides. The male lead does not demand love. He waits within boundaries. This patience gives the romance moral weight. Love here is not freedom. It is responsibility willingly accepted. That restraint makes the story deeply satisfying. Not exciting, but grounded. King the Land love that refuses conflict. King the Land is unapologetically simple. It does not ask viewers to endure pain to earn romance. It does not believe love needs suffering to feel real. The relationship develops in a world where misunderstandings are short-lived and emotional cruelty is not romanticized. The male lead's affection is direct. The female lead's boundaries are respected. This drama succeeds because it understands its audience. Sometimes viewers don't want reflection, they want reassurance. King the Land offers a fantasy not of wealth but of emotional safety. Destined with You love, framed as fate. Destined with You leans fully into the idea of destiny. Love here is not chosen freely. It is inherited, cursed, repeated across time. What makes the romance compelling is not logic, but inevitability. The characters struggle not against each other, but against a story already written. This drama works because it understands fantasy romance as metaphor. Sometimes people stay not because it's healthy, but because it feels unavoidable. It's messy, emotional, and dramatic, exactly what this genre promises. The king's affection, love that must stay hidden. At its core, the king's affection is about restraint. Love exists under surveillance. Every feeling is dangerous. Every expression risks collapse. The romance is powerful because it is contained. Emotion grows through glances, pauses, and silence. The characters love not by claiming but by protecting distance. This drama understands that secrecy intensifies feeling. What cannot be said becomes heavier. The result is a romance that feels tragic without melodrama, controlled, aching, and deliberate.